what exactly does Shipt bring to Target?
Well, so Shipt has two assets that Target's interested in. The first asset is they have an e-commerce business. The front end is like Demandware, so they power e-commerce shopping carts, checkout. They do this for many merchants across the United States. And the second asset is they have a delivery fleet, which numbers about 21,000 active drivers. And to put that in comparison, that's roughly about 1/8 the number of active drivers that Uber has in the United States.
Is it all about fending off competition from Amazon?
Well, on one hand, yes, and on one hand, no. You know, Amazon's fresh business is small. Post-acquisition of Whole Foods, it obviously got a lot bigger, although Whole Foods is still a relatively small grocer. So I think Target's actually very forward-leaning here with this acquisition, and they're thinking about how to bring their grocery business online as well as power other grocers' online business.
There's still a question of how much grocery shopping will actually move online. In fact, it's one of the businesses that has moved online fairly slowly, where you have some consumers saying they just prefer to go to the store. I mean, do you think this is ultimately a majority online business, or that it'll be fairly split?
Well, I think it's a majority online business. For a category right now, it's about 1% to 2% online, out of, call it, $800 billion to $1 trillion of consumer spend. Our internal best guess is that in the next 5 years, it will be somewhere between 5% and 10% online. So that's a very large movement. $80 billion of purchase behavior moving from in-store to online. And once that starts, it ends up growing very fast because grocers are relatively low-margin businesses, and if you take away 10% of their customer base, they start to fold.
So, looking at some of your other investments, you've invested in other food tech, you've invested in payments. What are the trends you're focused on going into 2018?
So right now, I'd say healthcare is a major trend for us. We're looking at tools and software that provide efficiency and care to individuals in the home. We're spending a lot of time looking at machine learning companies applied to fintech, healthcare, consumer markets. I think the third trend is direct-to-consumer products. So every day there's a new consumer product company that pops up that's attacking a legacy business from a P&G or a Unilever, but it's built entirely online.